Hey, so you can see that I'm tearing down this old shed. It had a lot of moisture damage, and unfortunately, when I bought the house, the roof was damaged, and the last few pieces of plywood were waterlogged on the roof, and then eventually made their way over the years into everything else, and I didn't have the time to fix it. So we decided to go ahead and tear it down. Plus, the amount of junk I've accumulated over the past few years, it was pretty much maxed out. So you can see we're tearing it down, we're taking it out. This was a blocked and leveled shed. The ground sank over a few years, and you could see that it was definitely time for a new shed. So what I ended up doing was I purchased a pre-built shed from Leonard. They're based out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, and they've moved across the mid-Atlantic. They make nice trailers and a bunch of other stuff. You can see when I tore it down, I laid out where I wanted the new shed. Did some research, a lot of YouTube videos, site preparations, has a lot of stuff about how to build a shed pad. Talked to a few people, found a company that did stuff like that near my house. Turns out some of the guys came from site preparations, and they do an excellent job. Highly recommended. Okay, so I did 14 by 22. I wanted a 12 by 20 shed. I staked it out. They came, they estimated, they gave me the price, they came the next day, built the shed pad. Great job. Not only that, but they tore down a flower bed so the truck had access to the yard. And they also pulled up a fence post for me, and it took them probably less than 5 minutes. Me doing that myself probably would have took me 6 to 8 hours. Tearing up the flower bed and pulling up a fence post manually is not easy. So you'll see the process of the new shed being delivered on the next clip. Well, here he comes. He made it.
I saw some lights and I was like, oh, here it comes. Who knew a shed delivery could be so exciting? Oversized load. Oh my gosh. And then here comes the car right now, of course. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dang, 2 cars? It's crazy.
You'll be able to hop it through.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I was afraid if you were going to be able to hop it or not.
Oh, God. Heck yeah. Oh my God, babe, that is so big. That's pretty cool.
So now you're seeing that they have a oscillating wheel that can pivot back and forth on the trailer, which makes it really nice. It's almost like a mule. A mule is probably the best thing to have as a shed moving company because you could probably do it in more foul weather and pivot a little bit easier because you don't have that very wide range. This company, they did not have a shed mule, but they had a pivoting trailer. They do have shed mules in certain areas with this company, and you can also request it if you have a very difficult area to deliver in. I thought I was going to get away with it, and I did. I got lucky, but you never know. And as you can see, they're measuring each side, so they have 1 foot on each side of the pad, and they want to make sure it's center. So they did a good job. Those guys are pros. That big guy that gets seat to the right of me, he's funnier than hell. He knows what he's doing. Good-hearted man. Wish the best for him. I don't even know his name, but he's a damn good guy. And we had a good time hanging out and delivering the shed. So those guys are pros. They know what they're doing. They can deliver a shed to your house, no problem. Just give them the criteria they need and make sure you have the clearance, and you're good to go. A few other things. Make sure you have a shed pad built. Even if you're block and leveling, your ground's going to shift over time. It's best to have a shed pad built. It's one of the best things to do when you get a shed for longevity. I bought a 12 by 20 steel shed from Leonard, and you want to paint it every 5 years. Don't let it deteriorate, don't let it rust. And on the next video, I'll show you how to organize the shed with the tools that I have and different kinds of things that you can do. Lumber sheds are nice. Steel sheds are nice. Just make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck. Don't let yourself get ripped off. The price of lumber right now is through the roof, and it's probably comparable to getting a steel shed with a shed pad because of the price of lumber. So make your decisions wisely. Also, if you build your shed yourself, it's going to be cheaper, but it's going to consume your time and labor and a lot of trips to Home Depot. So just bear in mind that getting a pre-built shed in certain circumstances is better than getting a shed that you build yourself through materials. You get a pre-built shed kit for $45 to $500 or $5,000, 12 by 20. You're looking for a little bit more for a pre-built steel shed with the ground pad, shed pad. You're looking at almost, at this point in time, 8 to 12, and God knows with the inflation and everything else, 2 months down the road, it's probably going to be more. So, also, just to let you guys know that the slope I had on that bottom corner of my property, I had thought it was only 18 inches, but in fact, when they measured it with the laser levels, it was close to 30. So it added to the price of getting the shed pad built, but they did a good job. And I'm going to put drainage rock on the corners because that is an area where it doesn't flood, but water likes to go downhill. So just bear in mind that as well. I hope you have a good time watching this video. If you have any questions, just comment and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks. Bye.
Get the whole vibe.
Now the real fun begins. I gotta put the gate back.
I can help you.
It's so organized, I don't want to put anything in there.
I know, right?